everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jasmine and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be pretty short, but I wanted to make it because in my last video when I did my Q&A video, I mentioned that I have this tip that helps me a lot, like to not get dizzy when I do my layback spins, and some of you guys asked me in the comments of that video if I would mind sharing that tips with you guys, and of course I'm going to give you guys my tips, and that's why I wanted to make this video to help you guys a little bit on your laybacks. So me and my friend Sabrina recorded some tips. I recorded my tip and I also had Sabrina, who's my friend, give you guys some of her tips because everyone is different and we all have different ways to do laybacks and stuff like that, and it's always going to be different for everyone else, so I wanted to have like an extra opinion or an extra tip that may help some of you guys. So I'll insert those clips right now. Hi friends! So I got a comment asking about my tips on a layback, so I have my friend Sabrina with me. We're gonna give you guys some tips on our laybacks that might help you guys not get as dizzy. So we're gonna start with Sabrina go first. We're gonna let her go first. Because she's the guest here, so. Guests first. Okay, so Sabrina just showed you guys her layback. Did that make you dizzy, Sabrina?
No.
Okay, so what are your tips to make your layback not make you dizzy?
Well, my first tip is just the most basic, unhelpful tip, but it's very true. Just do it over and over and over again, because you'll soon get used to the feeling of being in the spin. My second tip, which might help some people, might help other people, is I unfocus my eyes when I spin, so I don't feel like I'm trying to stare and it's going around and around and around.
Okay, so Sabrina actually has one more thing that doesn't relate to dizziness, but it still helps your layback.
So on layback, people say that you have to have your leg in a best position, like this. But my coach always told me that, because I always had a really hard time with that, you can still keep your legs straight and keep it pointing out if you go back, and it's so essentially the same thing and count to the same thing. It just depends on the way you want to do your layback. So.
Okay, so my tip would be that this is something that I learned last year, is when I do my layback, instead of looking straight behind me, I look to the side, like I turn my head, because instead of looking up straight at what you're like doing, you're looking to the side, and it's almost like you're doing like a camel or something, so that helps me a lot and I don't get as dizzy. This is the end of the video. I really hope that some of these tips will help you guys on your laybacks, and hopefully it'll make you guys not as dizzy when you're doing your laybacks, because I always hated laybacks so much because they would make me so dizzy, but after finally figuring out this tip, it helped me a lot on my layback, and now I actually don't hate doing them as much because I don't get as dizzy. Because a while ago I used to like feel like I was gonna like throw up and my head would get like, it would hurt really bad, and now I can do them perfectly fine and I don't feel like any different. So I'm really happy that I found out this tip, and if you guys weren't able to hear like super good because the video quality wasn't amazing, my tip was that when I do my layback, I go back like this, and instead of looking straight up in the air, I turn my head a bit to the side, and you can't really see it when I do my layback if you guys noticed, because it's just like a slight turn to like either side. It doesn't matter which side you're turning to, and it just helps me a lot because you're not looking at the ceiling and just like seeing everything spin. And that's probably what made me super duper dizzy. And also I learned that the air goes through your ears if you look straight up, but if you turn your head to the side, the air goes straight over your ear, so it causes like it to not make you as dizzy. And Sabrina's tip was that she like unfocuses her eyes, and I don't know how she does that. It's like, I understand like the unfocusing eyes part, but like she goes up like this and then she just unfocuses her eyes so that she's not focusing on one point on like the ceiling when she's spinning, and that helps her not be dizzy. But yeah, I just really hope that these tips helped you guys and it'll help you guys get your laybacks. If you guys want me to do a video on a tips and tricks on how to do a layback, comment that down below, because this video wasn't mainly to teach you guys how to do a layback. This was mainly to teach you guys some tips that will make you guys not as dizzy while you're doing a layback, because it's one of the spins that used to make me the dizziest. So I just wanted to share my tips with you guys, and I also got another one of my friends to help you guys as well. But if you guys want to see a video on more like ways to like stretch it off ice and like how to do it on the ice and even more tips, comment that down below and I'll try my best to make that video for you guys. Anyways, also don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Love you guys. Bye!